Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. When you move, I'll move. I will follow.
My name is Spencer Bolejack. I teach martial arts and outdoor skills dominantly, and I also play music on the side well. So I guess that opens the door to say that I think people are like a snowflake. God made them unique and individual, and that they have special gifts that are unique to them. Anytime you get into a church setting, you're going to have folks that are real wary of the term martial arts because it's associated with other religions and other practices. And you're studying how to hurt people from the outside. When you see it, you know, somebody sees you punching something or hurting somebody, that's not very Christ-like. You can take somebody that's a violent individual and tone that down a lot. People that have confidence in their power and their space not only are less likely to hit other people out of anger or out of control in a dangerous way, but they can protect people around them. You know, they can be a force of peace in an area that can get a little crazy, which a lot of the world's pretty crazy. If you can use a control, and if you can use your skill level to control somebody and talk to them, right there's a chance to minister to somebody, not beat them into the ground and send them, you know, to the hospital and you go to jail, but you can talk to somebody from a good choke position. Hey man, calm down, let's have a chat about Jesus, buddy. I love teaching about the outdoors because it's like a mirror to the majesty of the Creator. You know, that's how I see it. A lot of people might mistake the wilderness, the creation, as the Creator, and I think it's important to define a difference there. Just recently I've been in a couple TV shows, and Hillbilly Blood's fairly famous these days. And there's some truth to that show. You know, obviously it's a TV show, but my background in the outdoors, I think, got me that spot involved with that show. And what we try to do is just teach an I can attitude, I can make it, and we also try to preserve and keep alive a lot of these old folk skills, how to preserve food, how to make things work, how to fix broken things. And it's something that's been in the mountains for centuries. But we're just trying to keep alive that spirit in modern media, which to me often disempowers people with the feeling of I can't, or I won't, or I don't want to, and just distracts them with consumerism and all sorts of stuff that you get fed through the TV all the time. When you realize that God is great and He has many miracles and things that we don't understand, and there's a lot that He can show and teach us that's beyond the everyday, ordinary of what our eyes see and what we perceive, then He can satisfy that mystery, that desire for something they don't understand. So if I catch people coming into the martial arts that are looking for that, I can turn them right back to something a lot better than where they might have been headed, which is God. New Covenant has been just awesome in equipping me for this role as a minister through my business and through my teaching. Because New Covenant doesn't shut down those doorways to the Spirit. As the Holy Spirit wants to speak, New Covenant encourages you to listen. There's not a fear. If I'm getting a sensation of something, I can go to God and I can ask, well, Lord, is this of you? You know, like I can put up a filter, and Jesus is my filter. And He can filter out, and I can say, well, yeah, I think God's telling me to do this. Or He can give me a vision of something, or He can give me things that are beyond the ordinary senses that we deal with on a daily basis, but it's not coming from other forces. It's coming from God. And I didn't have a church where I could go and feel welcome in that. I've experienced God speaking to me in my life very directly. I've experienced healing. I've seen people be healed through prayer. And I've never had a church family where I could go and feel at home and know that those types of gifts were welcome, and not only welcome, but encouraged. And New Covenant does encourage that. I wish that I could be more evangelistic at times, you know, and just get out there and hammer it. But sometimes the way the Lord works through me is I get to know people, they get to know me, and it'll be a little while before the subject of religion comes up, because that can be such a turnoff. And then when they find out I'm a Christian, a lot of times they're like, what? You know, they say all sorts of funny things, but you're real smart, or you're really cool, or like stuff like that, you know. And I'm like, well, maybe let's redefine this image that you have of what a Christian is. And so that's something that the church can always be on the lookout for, is chances to redefine in a positive way what a Christian is, because that opens the door for Jesus to get in. Here's the woman that makes it all possible. She's kind of like the foundation for the house, really, in more ways than one. These are my 3 kids. We got Iris and Jeremiah and Leonidas and my beautiful wife Melody, and this is my earthly passion, I suppose. Right here is my family. I love them to death. God's blessed me with some really unique gifts. Wilderness skills and martial arts and playing music are just a few, the way that I pay the bills and work with people. But in the end, I'm all for one.